What's up, Duelist? We are back with our next kind of random deck that we're playing in the KC Cup Stage 1. If you've been a fan of this channel for some time now, this deck will come of no surprise, but I needed to make sure that I covered our typical anime deck. So you'll see the rest of the ones that kind of come top of mind through the series here. Here we have our elemental heroes. We'll jump in. This is using the Hero Alliance skill, not the favorite hero, which some people are playing lately as well. Big difference with this deck is now Liquid Soldier is unlimited when it was limited to before. I'll show the deck at the end of the video, but I'm actually only playing two, because I only have two. For playing one duel, I didn't need to go for a third, but if I ever decide to play the deck again, I'll probably go for a third one there. Now, it's a good matchup because we're going against Speedroid, which we know can be really powerful. We go first. Summoner's Art into Neos. We activate the skill. We want to take our Super Poly and lay 3 face downs there. The reason I lay 3, I'll pause that quickly. I was doing this a ton when I played the deck, but you want to disguise Super Poly because if they have like a MST or Cosmic Cyclone, they're going to try to snipe it out. So even if you have cards that are not quick play, like spells or traps, like Miracle Fusion, I try to lay them down and disguise it, making it less likely that our opponent would guess correctly on the card. Typical stuff for Speedroid here. A couple cards that you don't typically see. Like, you don't see Rubber Band playing often, but yeah, can't really say it's wrong. Now, the key thing with this deck is you have to pick the right time to disrupt it. Here I know that, he doesn't have any tuners out. Talking Board can go into a tuner, but I want to play Book of Moon. If I flip that over, he's locked into the 3 monsters that he has on the board, and, isn't going to be able to Synchro Summon this turn unless he has something kind of fancy in his hand that I wouldn't expect. He's pretty much locked into place there. So ends the turn, and we go to work. Bring out Blazeman after drawing him. Get our Polymerization. Get a Fusion Summon. Those two bring out Sunrise. Get our Miracle Fusion. Activate this one. Use the same 2 monsters for Great Tornado to slash attack points in half. Activate Sunrise's effect. Attack. Good game. Again, this is not a terrible deck. It's a pretty solid deck. You could probably get to King of Games with it right now, but again, had to make sure I covered the typical anime decks. And let's show it off quickly. I don't think it's even changed since I was playing it a few months ago, but there's no harm in showing it once more. Okay, so we have 3 Stratos, usually the most difficult to get, 2 Liquid Soldiers, 2 Blazemans. If I do get a 3rd Liquid Soldier, I'll probably remove one of the Blazemans there. Our 3 Elemental Hero Neos, no surprise. Super Poly, of course. We have 1 Summoner's Art. I've seen people play a few more. An MST just to wipe out a little bit of back row action. 2 Book of Moons, 2 Miracle Fusions. I love putting double summon in here just in case you were to get like a Stratos and you don't have like another monster in your hand. You play the Stratos, you draw into a Neos, play that, and then you can get your Super Poly out. Or even the same thing of, Blazeman, any combination. Sometimes it's really helpful and it can be considered a brick if you just end up with like a Stratos or something. Maybe not a brick, but just a hand that puts you in a really bad position. So our 1 Poly, 1 IDP, and then 2 Crackdown. Extra deck, we're looking at the Shining, Great Tornado, Nova Master, 2 Sunrise, and I'll pause for a quick second to show off the Prismatic that I got super lucky to draw. A Gaia, 1 Escarado, and of course the Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. I swapped out the Nightmare Phoenix for this because I found it to be more helpful towards the end of when I was playing the deck. But if you do remove this, I would typically go for Nightmare Phoenix. But we do have, what is this? 7 level 4 monsters, so it's pretty likely you can end up with 2 of them on the field at any given time. And Dark Rebellion Xyz is very, very powerful. So good game to my opponent in the duel. Hope this has been helpful and then been enjoyable.